Okay guys, what we're looking at today is RSS feeds and RSS feeders. The software that we're going to be using is FeedDemon Lite 4.1. It's one of the best pieces of free software I've been able to find. To actually download that, all you need to do is go to feeddemon.com. It is free. As far as my virus protection and all that sort of goes, there aren't any sort of spywares on it or anything that's going to sort of stuff your computer around. And having a look at some of the other feed readers out there, this seems to be one of the better ones that's available for free. Okay, so coming back to this, what an RSS basically is really simple syndication. So what that syndication is of URLs from multiple websites and taking those URLs and putting them into one easy access place, which is your feed reader right here. So basically the whole premise of it is that you're taking information from multiple websites and putting it in one location that perpetually updates and is easy to access and manage. It basically saves you from going back and forth between websites, and for the purpose of, say, research databases, going back and forth to different databases, conducting different searches, different key terms, different mapping. You can basically save it the first time you do it, put it into this software, and not ever have to bother with doing that again. And it'll just continuously update itself with the freshest research available at the time. So basically, what are we looking at? So this is our basic software. FeedDemon is pretty good. You can arrange things into folders, as well as just a straight feed view. Now, as we can see, with the one that I've set up, I've got quite a numerous number of feeds. There's actually over 210 here, and I don't have to go anywhere else. They're all in one location. They all update themselves with the newest information possible on the internet, or that is available on the internet. So we'll just go back to folder view here. Now, actually using this software is very, very easy. There is a tutorial which is available in the help menu, as well as online help available as well. It is very easy. If you click around, you'll be able to figure out this software within half an hour, basically all the features of it. It's very good. There are aspects to it which it'll remove old articles which you haven't read or have chosen not to read based on your settings. You can also flag keywords within the RSS feed that it'll pick up and favorite for you to read later. It's a really good piece of software. Alright, so what are we actually going to do? We're going to just go through how to actually subscribe to an RSS feed. Up here, you've got this big button, subscribe. We're going to click on that. Now, normally this would actually be clear of anything in that box. And what this is just asking us to input our RSS feed URL into that box. For an example, we're going to go to news.com.au. Now, these larger websites are usually really good. They've usually got the RSS feed sort of displayed in sort of eye-catching areas so that you can find them and use them and take them for your own use. They'll usually be in this area to the right, just in the sidebar. If you cannot find them, you can also just do a website search for RSS, and they usually come up. In the case of news.com.au, they've also got theirs listed down the bottom with an easy access icon right here. So I'm going to click that. Takes us through to their RSS feed page. News.com.au is really good. They give you an explanation of what an RSS feed is, what type of stuff you need to actually set it up. But seeing that we've already gone through that, we're going to go ahead and actually take their RSS URL. Again, they've got a multitude of RSS feeds which you can select. We're going to just go with most popular stories. Clicking on that takes us through to the RSS page. Now, what an RSS feed is basically just a really simplified version of a website. It's basically a feed of every article which goes into a website. As you can see, there's a number of stories here, and all they are is the heading, sometimes a description. If you clicked through on that, it would take you to the actual article. But again, because we've got our software, what we want is this URL just in the address bar. We're going to copy that. We're going to go back to our software. And as you can see, this one's really good. It copies it straight in there without even actually having to click anything. We hit next. We can give it a title. We're just going to call it news.com.au. We're just going to place that in our general subscriptions. Not going to bother putting it into a folder. Click next, click finish, and the software will update itself. And it's done. And if we scroll down, it's just down here on the left, news.com.au. There's already 9 articles in there. We can click on that. If we click on this article, we'll see that that number updates because we've now read that. And it takes us through to that web page. If we go back, we can also right click it and open it within our actual web browser. This is sometimes a lot faster because the actual FeedDemon software needs to work by going through your Internet Explorer. If you right click, you'll actually be able to go through your designated browser, which in my case is Google Chrome. Now, so that's one example of how to find an RSS feed from a website. Now, the key thing to remember is that not every website is going to provide an RSS feed. So if you can't find it through those search means, then just give it your best shot. If you can't find it, don't bother. Alright, so the other way that we're going to look at is using databases and taking searches and making them into RSS feeds, which is something that I've used extensively. All you need to do is say, for example, we're going to search the word chiropractic. We're going to map this just to the article title. Searching for that. And it comes up with our search. So every search here has the word chiropractic in its heading. It's up to date, 2012, the latest one, going in newest to oldest order. Now what we want to do is we want to make this search into an RSS feed. To do that, with this database, which is Scopus, it's really easy. We just need to click this button here, Set Feed. It asks us to name our RSS feed. Just going to go with chiropractic. And then what it gives you is the RSS feed URL. Now we can copy this and put it straight into our software, but I want to show you what you're actually getting. So if we click on this, it'll actually take us through to our RSS feed in its code format. Now, sometimes with other websites as well, when you click through onto the RSS feeds, you'll come through with this sort of code. Don't be scared by it. It's literally just the back coding for the RSS feed that you're downloading. All you need, if it came up like this, is, again, your URL up the top. So we're going to copy that, go back to our software, and we're going to click subscribe. And again, it's really good. It's already got it copied in there for us. We're going to click next. I'm going to name this chiropractic 2.0 because I've already got one. And for this case, we're going to create a new folder and name that one as well. We're going to call that 000 Chiro. And that's created that folder there for us. Click next and finish. And that will update. And if we scroll up, there's our folder with our RSS feed in it. Again, clicking on that, and it'll come up with the new feeds. So the reason this is really good is that you don't actually have to go back and forth to your databases and continuously remember what search terms you put in, what type of mapping you used, what sort of restrictions you used, year restrictions, author restrictions, all those type of things. You can search specific authors if you want to, create an RSS feed, put it into your subscriptions, and you'll have it there perpetually updating as fast as it's uploaded to the internet. The reason that this is awesome is that you can have this instant access to the most fresh and relevant research that is realistically possible at this time. Other than that, there's not much else to talk about. I'm going to have another video basically providing a lot of these databases to you very easily, as long as you're a Macquarie University student. So stay tuned for that one. Bye.